more and more people, disillusioned with life on Earth, want to believe in a force outside their understanding.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 UFO sightings in Britain.
No one has the vaguest explanation for the mystery of Dark Peak.
It's really in your own interest and in the interest of this country that these things are happening.
Think with a big round dome, a very dark grey colour.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be looking at the most amazing, convincing, and historic alleged UFO sightings that have been recorded throughout modern Britain's history. Can you think of any other tantalizing UFO sightings? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. Number 10. The Warminster Lights. Wiltshire is a county located in southwest England. It is notable for its numerous country houses, beautiful valleys, and for housing various ancient landmarks like Stonehenge. It's also home to Warminster, the UFO capital of England.
What I did see was a green, shimmering light for about a quarter of an hour.
The town's first alleged UFO sighting occurred in 1964, and since then, hundreds of people have reported seeing mysterious lights in the sky. In June 2001, witnesses described a slow-moving light. Others have reported 3 bright lights arranged in a triangular formation. One man by the name of Mike Booth even reported seeing a metallic craft while out cycling. Number 9. Kim Wilde's report. Do UFO sightings seem more credible if celebrities report them? English singer Kim Wilde, perhaps best known for her 1981 single, Kids in America, reported seeing a UFO-like phenomenon in June of 2009. While enjoying time in her Hertfordshire garden, Wilde saw a light behind a cloud with a similar hue as the moon. As she told BBC News, it proceeded to zip around very quickly in a back and forth formation and shifted something in the air. This exact same phenomenon was reported by Diane and Andy Pryor of Welwyn Garden City, a town also located in Hertfordshire. They told the Welwyn Hatfield Times the light was above the clouds, swinging left to right. Number 8. The Dark Peak Sonic Booms.
No one has the vaguest explanation for the mystery of Dark Peak.
The Dark Peak is part of an upland area in central England known as the Peak District. It encompasses Derbyshire, Staffordshire, and the Greater Manchester area, among others. The area is known for its numerous aircraft accidents, owing mainly to inexperienced pilots and poor visibility. In 1997, a triangular-shaped aircraft was noticed flying over the area. Roughly 1 hour later, people reportedly heard 2 massive sonic booms in the skies above Dark Peak. Fearing another crashed aircraft, the Royal Air Force went to investigate. The search included helicopters, sniffer dogs, and hundreds of volunteers. Yet they failed to find anything of note. The case remains unexplained to this day. Number 7. The Robert Taylor Incident. This story involves a Scottish forester named Robert Taylor. While walking Deckmont Law with his dog, Taylor saw a flying dome hovering over the forest floor. He reported smelling something like burning brakes and was allegedly abducted by mini spheres in the shape of sea mines. Taylor proceeded to lose consciousness, and when he returned home, he appeared scraped and disheveled.
They came right up beside me, and I remember feeling a tug at that time. A very powerful smell, a choking sort of smell, and that was it.
When he later returned with the police, officers reported seeing ladder-shaped marks in the ground. They subsequently filed it as an assault, making this the only UFO case to be subjected to an official criminal investigation. Number 6. Clapham Wood Sightings. Located on the very southern tip of England, in the county called West Sussex, there is a woodland area known as Clapham Wood. This is an infamous location in English lore, as it's said to be the site of satanic activity, unexplained deaths, ghosts, pets growing mysteriously ill, and yes, numerous UFO sightings. Suffice to say, it is very creepy. The area was subjected to alleged UFO phenomena beginning sometime in the 1960s, and these reports continued well into the following decade. Numerous articles have been written about the forest, but unfortunately, nothing has ever explained the area's eerie phenomena. Number 5. The West Freugh Incident. Located on the southwestern tip of Scotland is the site of a defence contractor working for the Ministry of Defence. This was once the location of a Royal Air Force station which operated from 1937 to 2001. Back in 1957, they experienced a truly unusual piece of aviation phenomena. A massive object, roughly the size of a ship, was observed on radar hovering at 50,000 feet over the Irish Sea. It remained stationary for 10 minutes before quickly rising to 70,000 feet and making what is reported to be an impossible sharp turn and disappearing. A report written in 2009 by Martin Shaw of the National Aviation Reporting Centre on Anomalous Phenomena found no satisfactory explanation of these radar targets. Number 4. Lakenheath-Bentwaters Incident. The RAF was subjected to another UFO encounter on the night of August 13, 1956. Numerous objects were reported on the radar, including something coming from the sea at several thousand miles per hour. A crew was sent out to investigate, but found nothing. Later in the evening, an object traveling upward of 4,000 miles per hour was observed on the radar. Concurrently, a fast-moving white light was seen by a pilot and ground personnel. Another pilot at nearby Lakenheath reported being chased by an unidentified target for 10 minutes. The controversial Condon Committee made a famous declaration by saying, in this case, the probability that at least one genuine UFO was involved appears to be fairly high. Number 3. Exercise Mainbrace. In September 1952, the newly established Allied Command Atlantic launched a large-scale naval operation called Exercise Mainbrace. They deployed various NATO technologies, including aircraft carriers and anti-submarine forces, to simulate an attack on Europe. Various UFOs were spotted throughout the operation. On September 13, the crew of a Danish destroyer observed a fast-moving triangular-shaped object with a blue glow. The crew of the USS Franklin D. Roosevelt noticed numerous silver spheres following the aircraft carrier. The most famous reports came from Topcliffe, England, when RAF crewmen observed a circular object following a fighter jet before zipping off at unimaginable speed. The reports were so alarming that the British Air Ministry opened a so-called UFO desk the following year to research and report on UFO phenomenon. Number 2. The Stan Hubbard Sighting. Stan Hubbard was a test pilot working for Britain's Royal Aircraft Establishment. On the night of August 15, 1950, Hubbard discovered a grey discus-shaped object rimmed with sparkling lights rocking from side to side and travelling at amazing speed. 2 weeks later, he and a group of RAF personnel observed the exact same object. Everyone was visited by the Ministry of Defence's Flying Saucer Working Party, a group of intelligence officers and scientists tasked with deducing UFO observations. They concluded that it was likely a normal aircraft and that Hubbard had deceived himself about its shape and speed. The second sighting was also reported as a regular aircraft, and the RAF personnel had been influenced by Hubbard's first story to believe it was a UFO. But how could this be? Number 1. Britain's first flying saucer. It all began in June of 1950. While flying over Portsmouth, the pilot of a Gloucester Meteor reportedly witnessed a bright, circular and metallic object travelling at great speed, roughly 1,000 feet above him. RAF Tangmere corroborated with RAF Watling, who confirmed reports of an unidentified object on their planned position indicator. However, a further investigative report by the research branch found no connection between the two occurrences. Regardless, this story proved so alluring that it led to the creation of the aforementioned Flying Saucer Working Party. They in turn attributed the PPI phenomena as simple interference and the UFO as a meteorological balloon whose speed was greatly exaggerated by the pilots. Or was it an actual UFO? Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo UK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.